Hi there, and welcome back to Path to Your True Self. Now, please take a deep breath with me. Comparison is one of the quietest forms of self-sabotage. It doesn't scream. It doesn't look dramatic. But it slowly convinces you that you're behind. Not enough. Too late. Too ordinary. You scroll for 5 minutes, and suddenly someone your age is married. Someone else just bought a house. Someone launched a business. Someone looks happier, more confident, more attractive, more successful. And without even realizing it, your brain whispers, "Why not me? What am I doing wrong? I should be further." Today, we're going to gently dismantle that voice. Not by pretending comparison doesn't happen, but by understanding it and then outgrowing it. Because the truth is, you don't want their life. You want alignment. You want peace. You want your own path to feel meaningful. And that begins by stopping the habit of measuring your worth against someone else's timeline. Comparison is not a character flaw. It's human. Psychologists call it social comparison theory. We naturally evaluate ourselves in relation to others to understand where we stand. The problem is not that we compare. The problem is what we compare and how we interpret it. Let's be explicit. When you compare yourself to someone on social media, you are comparing. You're behind the scenes to their highlight reel. You are comparing your insecurities to their curated confidence. You are comparing your beginning to their chapter 10. That is not a fair equation. Example, you see someone posting gym progress photos. You think, they look amazing. I should look like that. But what you don't see, their genetics, their trainer, their lighting, their 50 deleted photos, their bad days. Your brain fills in the blanks with perfection. Comparison is distorted perception. And here's something deeper. Comparison often activates when you feel uncertain about your own direction. When you're confident and aligned, you feel inspired by others. When you're unsure, you feel threatened. So comparison is often a signal, not that you're failing, but that you're disconnected from your own path. Let's talk about what comparison actually does to you. 1. It creates artificial urgency. You start believing, I'm running out of time. I'm behind. I need to catch up. But life is not a race. There is no universal deadline for happiness. 2. It disconnects you from gratitude. You stop seeing what's working. You stop appreciating your progress because someone else appears further. Example, you finally build emotional stability. You've healed. You're calmer than you used to be. But then you see someone traveling the world and think, my life is boring. Your growth becomes invisible to you. 3. It damages self-trust. When you constantly look sideways, you stop listening inward. You make decisions based on what will look impressive instead of what feels aligned. You might choose a career because it sounds prestigious, a relationship because it looks perfect, a lifestyle because it's trendy, and then years later you feel empty because it was never yours. Comparison doesn't just hurt your confidence. It can quietly redirect your entire life away from authenticity. This part is important. When you compare yourself to someone, you are seeing a filtered fragment. You do not see their anxiety, their debt, their relationship struggles, their self-doubt, their burnout, their loneliness. You see outcomes, not costs. For example, someone earns 6 figures. You think they're winning. You don't see 80-hour work weeks, chronic stress, no time for family, health issues. Someone looks confident online. You don't see the fear before posting, the need for validation, the insecurity they mask. And sometimes, the very thing you envy is the very thing that exhausts them. You are not comparing lives. You are comparing illusions. And illusions are always unfair. Here's the deeper truth. Comparison hurts most when you don't know who you are. When your identity is unclear, you borrow standards from the world. You start asking, how much money should I make? What should I look like? Where should I be by now? What kind of life is impressive? Instead of asking, what do I value? What makes me feel alive? What kind of pace feels healthy to me? What version of success feels peaceful? If you define success as what everyone else is doing, you will always feel behind someone, because someone will always have more, be faster, look better, achieve sooner. But if you define success as, I am becoming more aligned, more peaceful, more authentic, now no one can compete with you, because your path is internal. Example, maybe someone else bought a house, but you chose to prioritize healing your nervous system this year. Which one is more valuable? The world might praise the house, but your body might praise the healing. Your timeline is custom built, and custom paths can't be compared. Now, let's get very practical. Limit input that triggers comparison. Be honest. Who do you follow that makes you feel smaller? Mute. Unfollow. Create distance. Not from insecurity, but from self-protection. Your mind absorbs what it sees repeatedly. Curate your environment like you curate your diet. Catch the comparison thought in real time. When you notice, I should be further, pause and ask, according to who? Who created this rule? Where did this timeline come from? Most of the time, it's inherited, not chosen. Turn comparison into information. Instead of, I'm not good enough, try, what exactly am I admiring? Is it their discipline, their courage, their creativity? Now it becomes inspiration. You don't want their life. You want to develop a quality you respect. That is empowering. Track your own growth. Comparison fades when you measure yourself against your past. Ask, am I more self-aware than last year? Am I reacting less impulsively? Am I setting better boundaries? Am I kinder to myself? That is real progress, and no one else can define it. Practice identity anchoring. Daily remind yourself, my journey is unique. I'm allowed to move at my own pace. I trust the timing of my life. Repetition reshapes belief. Imagine waking up and not feeling rushed by someone else's success. Imagine seeing someone achieve something amazing and genuinely feeling happy for them. Because you know, their path does not threaten yours. That is emotional maturity. That is self-trust. That is freedom. When you stop comparing, you reclaim your energy. And that energy can now go toward building, healing, creating, growing, quietly, steadily, authentically. You're not behind. You're not late. You're not less. You are on a path that only you can walk. The moment you stop measuring yourself against someone else, you begin meeting your true self. And that version of you, the aligned, peaceful, self-trusting version, doesn't need to compete. Because they know there is room for everyone, including you. Take a breath and let today be the day you choose alignment over comparison. This is your path, and it is unfolding exactly as it needs to.